The 2018 model year was a significant one for VW here in the States. That's when they introduced Atlas and this next generation Tiguan, which have quickly become the brand's best sellers, with each of them individually outselling all of VW's cars combined. And now for 2022, the Tiguan has been refreshed with updated styling and with a broader availability of tech and safety features. You know what you don't see much of in this small SUV segment? A third row of seating. And you won't find one in my Tiguan either. VW reserves it for the front-wheel drive model. But here I have the top trim SEL R-Line, which comes standard with 4Motion all-wheel drive, priced at $37,790. It's incredibly easy to build this one as there are virtually no options and only 4 paint choices: white, black, blue, and this charismatic gray. If this lavishly equipped Tiguan is too rich for your blood, the base S trim starts at $10,000 less. And this R-Line looks sharp, sporting a new front end with redesigned LEDs and this cool light line that runs through the grille. Out back, the Tiguan name now lives more prominently below the VW logo. And then you get the R-Line badges, specific bumpers, body color side sills, and newly designed 20-inch wheels. It just goes to show that a little nip and tuck can work wonders in freshening one's appearance. And then inside, this Noisette leather looks very Audi-like. And by the way, I had to look it up. Noisette means a small piece of lean meat. New for 2022 are these touch-sensitive controls in the center stack, which can also be summoned by voice commands triggered by simply saying, "Hello Volkswagen," and then saying things such as, "I'm hot" or "My feet are cold." There are also steering wheel touch controls, 15 colors of ambient light choices, and this redesigned navigation system which can be updated automatically with a paid subscription. Combined with this upsized Digital Cockpit Pro with 3 views, the Audi vibes are palpable. Just don't look for the satellite mapping here. It's quite the upscale cabin with more space all around than you'd expect. The rear seats slide and recline with a big pano roof for a sense of airiness. The hatch opens with a kick of the foot and reveals generous storage capacity with a clever spot to hold the cargo cover. There are levers to drop the rear seats, which click reassuringly into place, and a 2-stage floor for various hauling needs. Just know that the 3 USB ports are all the small C types, but with wireless charging and wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, it matters little. And how refreshing is it to still see a traditional shifter? I have to say, I don't love the new touch controls, but I have warmed to them a bit over the course of the week. Of course, they don't press like real buttons, they just react to your fingertips, and so I don't always get the desired result, which can be a little frustrating. And over here on the steering wheel, there are more of them, but these actually do press just a little bit. Still, I would prefer something more tangible. And these controls are very busy on both sides of the wheel, and in general, the controls in the Tiguan are just not as intuitive as those from the segment leaders, including those for the updated VW infotainment system. Now, that being said, the breadth of features in here and spaciousness of this top trim SEL R-Line model make the Tiguan a winner. As for power, the 2-liter turbo gives the Tiguan some zip with 221 pound-feet of torque, 184 horsepower, and a smart 8-speed auto, though without paddle shifters, something that might be fun in an R-Line. There is a drive mode selector though, with Eco, Normal, Sport, and a custom setting affecting steering weight, shift points, and throttle response. And though its 7.6 inches of ground clearance doesn't lend itself to much off-road work, 4Motion is a predictive all-wheel drive system with differential locks that'll break a slipping wheel, while snow and off-road modes suppress wheel spin and can automatically trigger hill descent control and hill start assist. So if you switch out these Pirelli Sport Truck tires for something a little more knobby, getting around in the snow or anywhere off pavement should be a confidence-inspiring experience. I haven't driven a Tiguan in about 4 years, but I don't recall it being so difficult to drive smoothly. And what I mean by that is the response curve of the accelerator pedal always makes it feel like you're driving around in sport mode, even in normal and eco. It lurches in stop-and-go traffic unless you're really deliberate about pressing the accelerator pedal lightly. So with the punchy turbo under the hood, this isn't the smoothest powertrain in the world, but the Tiguan definitely offers up more driving personality than you would expect to find in this segment. The steering is light and it's quick on its feet.
VWs have their own distinctive driving persona, and the Tiguan is no exception, with great forward visibility, including adaptive front lighting, a comfortable but Euro-tuned suspension with handling agility, and an all-around driver connectedness. And IQ Drive is VW's name for their driver assistance systems, which include park assist, road sign display, auto high beams, and this overhead view camera which displays sideways. That I don't care for, and I can't figure out how to change it. But the adaptive cruise control system with stop and go and lane assist is not one of the better semi-autonomous setups on the market, reacting a little slowly, clumsy in its steering, and offering very little hands-off time. But I do like this Tiguan. VW has kept it fresh and feeling like the German chic, sportier small SUV choice with bountiful spaciousness to boot. For TestDriveNow.com, I'm Steve Hammes.